What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a haul for you, which I don't do too often because I try not to buy too many books, but here we are. So in this haul, we're going to have things that I have actually purchased myself, things I have gotten from Nightworms, and we're going to try to fly through this as much as possible because we have quite a bit of books. 12 to be exact. So before we start, I'm going to kind of address the elephant in the room. Yes, I'm wearing my glasses today. I usually only wear my glasses when I'm doing vlogs and it's early in the morning, but I have an issue with my eyes and I'm not sticking contacts in my eyes right now. So I'm sorry if there's a little bit of glare. I will try to fix it in editing. There's a reason why I don't really wear my glasses because I don't really know how to do the glare thing in the editing process, but I will try for you. If not, I'm sorry. Just work with me here a little bit, okay? It's June 1st. The cotton is flying outside. My allergies are really bad. I woke up with a crusty eyeball. It is not cute. So we're going to get into these books. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to break them down as books that I have kind of purchased either on Amazon or at the store, and then I will do my Nightworms. Let's get started with the first book. So the first book is one I've already started reading. I am about 100 pages deep into this and is one I have seen all over the place. I feel like if you are into horror, this is a must read. And that is Fantasticland by Mike Bockoven? I don't know. I am literally, 102 pages in, and oh my gosh. I'm going to pitch this to you the way it was pitched to me, and instantly it was in my cart. This is Lord of the Flies, but make it in a theme park setting. Like, think Disneyland, think giant theme parks, okay? Lord of the Flies in a theme park. Make it so that you have a bunch of scared kids without their cell phones, without just any parental situations, and holy moly. The other unique thing about this book is it is told interview style. So each chapter is an interview with either a worker or there's been managers, and just each interview, as I've read each interview, it becomes more and more gruesome. Like, the details become more and more gruesome. What happens, why we get to this point. So what we understand so far is there's this big hurricane, Sadie, I think is the hurricane's name, that hits, and all of a sudden people are evacuated from the theme parks, and there is this group of workers that is left behind kind of to, after the storm, look after the theme park. Well, there's chaos that happens, and they get put in this bunker, the electricity goes out, and just chaos ensues from there. And it's very Lord of the Flies. If you liked Lord of the Flies, we got to read Lord of the Flies in school, and me being a dark person, I really liked it. This is a really good one. I feel like you cannot call yourself a horror reader unless you have read this disturbing piece of work. So look out for my vlogs. I will continue talking about this book because I can't get enough of it. Next on my list is one that I thought would be very interesting to read during witchy season, and that is I'm not even sure how to say this, the Cloisters, and it's by Katie Hayes. It says, when Anne Stillwell arrives in New York City, she expects to spend her summer working as a curatorial, I'll put that word down here, associate at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Instead, she finds herself assigned to the Cloisters, a medieval art museum and garden, where she meets a group of enigmatic researchers studying the history of tarot. Desperate to escape her painful past, Anne is happy to indulge the researchers' more outlandish theories about ancient divination. But what begins as academic curiosity quickly turns into obsession when Anne discovers a hidden deck of 15th century tarot cards that might hold the key to predicting the future. When the dangerous game of power, seduction, and ambition turns deadly, Anne becomes locked in a race for answers and ultimately must decide if the tarot cards can teach her not only about the past, but also about her future. What hooked me about this book is the tarot card aspect. I think it would be very fun to read this during witchy season. There's this mystery that goes on about it, this push and pull of power, and I think it will be a great fall read. I'm really excited to read this in the fall because tarot cards and divination spells fun. The next three in the pile are more romance focused. I have a couple of rom-coms and I have a dark romance, and then we'll get into the Nightworms books. So first on the pile is Plot Twist by Erin LaRosa. And how cute is that cover? And I'll read really quickly the back. It says, romance author Sophie Lyon's ironic secret just went viral. She's never been in love, and it's ruining her reputation. With a manuscript deadline looming, Sophie makes an ambitious plan to overcome her writer's block, reunite with her exes, including her last girlfriend Carla, the one person she could have loved, to learn why she's never fallen in love and document it all for her millions of new online followers. Luckily, Sophie's reclusive landlord, Ventrose, a former teen heartthrob, has social media all figured out and is willing to help. What he doesn't mention is that he's an anonymous online crafter, a hobby that helps him maintain his sobriety. You're going to find a theme in this, point proven. You're going to find a theme in this haul, or I cannot talk today. I'm telling you, this cotton messes not only my eyes, my nose, my brain. Here we go. No one knows about his complicated relationship with alcohol, and with a family that's Hollywood's royalty, Dash has to steer clear of scandal. As Sophie and Dash grow closer, they discover a heat between them that rivals Dash's pottery kiln. But Sophie needs to figure out who she is outside her relationships, and Dash isn't sure he's stable enough for the commitment she deserves. So Sophie suggests what any good romance author would: a friends with benefits arrangement. Surely a strictly casual relationship won't cause any trouble. So it looks cute, sounds cute. Again, it's a friends with benefits arrangement if you like that trope. And yeah, I'm excited to read this. It will be great for the summer. A nice summer read, a romance read. Hopefully the smut is good. If there's any smut, I hope there's some smut. Because who reads a romance without some smut? You know what I mean? So the next book is the follow-up to It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. And that is Hook, Line, and Sinker, again, by Tessa Bailey. And in this one, we follow Hannah Bellinger, who is the sister of our heroine in the first book, and Fox Thornton, who is a king crab fisherman. I'm going to read the back to you. Here we go. Hopefully I don't stumble. King crab fisherman Fox Thornton has a reputation as a sexy, carefree flirt. Everyone knows he's a guaranteed good time, in bed and out, and that's exactly how he prefers it. Until he meets Hannah Bellinger. She's immune to his charm and good looks, but she seems to enjoy his personality and wants to be friends. Bizarre, but he likes her too much to risk a fling, so platonic pals it is. Now Hannah's in town for work, crashing in Fox's spare bedroom. She knows he's a notorious ladies' man, but they're definitely just friends. In fact, she's nursing a hopeless crush on a colleague, and Fox is just the person to help her lackluster love life. Armed with a few trips from Westport's resident Casanova, Hannah sets out to catch her coworker's eye. Yet the more time she spends with Fox, the more she wants him instead. As the line between friendships and flirtation begins to blur, Hannah can't deny she loves everything about Fox, but she refuses to be another notch on his bedpost. So if this is anything like the first book, it's a really cute book. It should be a really cute book. I have a reading vlog where I read the first book. There is a Pinterest board I made, and I really immersed myself in the first book, so I'm really excited to get back into this world, this town. And yeah, I don't want to get too much into details, but I'm really excited for this next installment. Next on the list is another sequel to a series, and that is the second book in the Monsters and Muses, and this one is Vipers and Ventrose by Sav R. Miller. And what these books are loose Greek mythology retellings. The first one was Promises and Pomegranates, and that was a loose Hades and Persephone retelling. This one is a loose retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm very unfamiliar with that Greek myth, so I might not, I don't know, have much enjoyment as I did the last one, because I love Hades and Persephone in any retelling. But I'm really excited to continue on with the series. Riley Kelly didn't come to New York City with the hope of changing her life. After a vicious assault 2 years prior left her scarred and deeply traumatized, all the 18-year-old really craves is normalcy. Enter rock star Aiden James, the complete opposite of normal. When he's not playing sold-out arenas, he's working on the next hit album and dodging the paparazzi. His happiness, however, has always taken a back seat. The one shred of secrecy left in his life is his dark, tragic past, and his infamous family prefers to keep it that way. Only when Riley catches his eye at a fundraiser in the city, he can't stop himself as obsession takes root. Her blue eyes and peppermint scent are all he can think about, even after their one encounter takes an unfortunate turn. Suddenly, his dream girl is a malicious ghost. Now Aiden's on a mission to track her down and make her pay for ruining his career, even if it means abandoning his life to make hers completely miserable. Soon he'll learn that revenge isn't always what it's cracked up to be. So a little bit of a warning. I said about the first book, Promises and Pomegranates, that it is very not for the faint of heart. Like, if 50 Shades of Grey made you blush, it made you go, oof, this is not for me, like the sex scenes are just too much, this is not for you, okay? It is very, how do I put this? Very taboo, and there were scenes from the first book where I was like, oh. So if you're not into that taboo stuff and just these dark romances, these aren't for you. But if you like the dark romances and the messed up things, then hi. Read this series, because the first book I really liked, and I'm excited to get to the second book. Alright, so the next couple of books, actually the last books I have here in the stack, are books I got from Nightworms. I believe there are only 2, maybe 3 in the stack that I didn't make a video for. So what I'm going to do, since there is out in the open, there is already videos about some of these books, I'm just going to show them to you, and I will point you in the direction. I will leave it down below, the videos that those came from, the Nightworms unboxings, and then I will read to you what the other books are that I didn't make a video on. I'm going to show you the first 2 from last month, so the May box, and we got The Day of the Door by Laurel Hightower. Then we got Indian Burial Ground by Nick Medina. Oh, let me tell you too, before I continue, if you don't know what Nightworms is, because I'm putting up these books, it is a horror thriller subscription service. So all these books that you get in this subscription are horror thriller. A lot of them are independently published or are independent authors. I've found a lot of really awesome gems that I would not have found if it wasn't for Nightworms. So that one was the May. April, which had a really cool theme of like the essence of Frankenstein or something like that. We have A Botanical Daughter by Noah Medlock. And actually this is one I want to get to probably next month because it has to do with flowers. And it just seems really interesting to me. Then we have Thirst, look at this cover, by Marina Yasuyak. and I don't even want to, I want to butcher that name. This cover is beautiful. However, I'm still going to read this, but I have heard some really mixed things about this book. People that have already read this, so I'm a little nervous about reading this. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read this one and what you thought. Please don't leave any spoilers, but I'm hesitant to pick this one up. And then I'm pretty sure, I'm really confused because usually you get 2 books, but sometimes you get 3. So I don't know where this one went in the mix. I'm pretty sure there is a video for this one. I will find it. If I do, I will leave that one down below. But the other book I would have gotten with it is not with it, so I'm really confused. And this is All the Fiends of Hell by Adam L. G. Neville. Again, these books, The Nightworms, there's a video for it. I will direct you to those videos, and I will show you now the 2 that I didn't make the video for. So the first book, this might have been January, February. This is Forgotten Sisters by Cynthia Pelio. Hopefully I am saying that right. This is just under 300 pages, so if you're a quick reader, this would be a good one to read. And it says, Sisters Anna and Janine live in a historic bungalow on the Chicago River. They're tethered to a disquieting past, and with nowhere else to go, nothing can part them from their family home. Not the maddening creaks and the disembodied voices that rattle the old walls. Not the inexplicable drownings in the area, or the increasing number of bodies that float by Anna's window. To stave off loneliness, Anna has a podcast spinning ghostly tales of Chicago's tragic history. But when Anna captures the attention of an ardent male listener, she awakens to the possibilities of a world outside. As a relationship grows, so do Janine's fears. More and more people are growing missing in the river, and then 2 detectives come calling. They're looking for a link between the mysteries of the river and what's housed on the bank. Even Anna and Janine don't understand how dreadful it is, and still can be, when the truth about their unsettled lives begin to surface. So it seems cool. And then the last book on this list in this haul is The Haunting of Velkwood by Gwendolyn Keist. Again, this book is under 300 pages. It's 246 pages, and let's read what it's about. It says the Velkwood vicinity is the topic of occult theorists, tabloid one-hour documentaries, and even some pseudo-scientific investigations as the block of homes disappeared behind a near impenetrable veil that only 3 survivors could enter, and only one has in the past 20 years until now. Thalia Velkwood has avoided anything to do with the tragedy that took her mother and 8-year-old sister, drifting since then from one job to another, never settling anywhere or with anyone, feeling as trapped by her past as if she was still in the small town she so desperately wanted to escape. When a new researcher tracks her down and offers to pay her to go back to enter the vicinity, Thalia claims she's just doing it for the money. Despite all the crackpot theories over the years, no one has discovered what happened the night Thalia and her estranged former best friends, Brett and Grace, escaped their homes 20 years ago. Will she finally get the answers, or is it just another dead end? These are all the books that I have hauled, maybe in the past, like the first half of the year. Like I said, read Fantasticland. Please do me a favor and read Fantasticland. Let me know if you have read any of these books before, what I should think about getting to next. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Become a member of this little, beautiful, bookish family. I do have in the works my May wrap-up. I started using Storygraph, so I'm just kind of slowly getting all those details for you, so watch out for that video. Of course, there will be a Nightworms coming, which I love, and more reading vlogs coming your way. So, also, it's my birthday month, so maybe we'll do I don't know, maybe I'll convince Don to take me book shopping. He'll be like, no, you already have enough books. Anyways, so I might take myself book shopping for my birthday. yeah, I think we'll do that. Anyways, with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful month of June, and it brings you happiness and lots of reading, and I will see you all real soon in my next video. Bye!